Hi everybody, short sellers are aiming Apple and Microsoft. You got it correct. Apparently, Apple is now the new favorite to short sell. No longer Tesla. This is really a stunner. I'm going to tell you this very shortly. Alright, so without further ado, let's start. Now, disclaimer apply as usual. All my friends, thank you AIMS for all the kind support and sponsor. Now, before we go into Apple, let's talk about the Federal Reserve. I mean, we all know that they're going to do, they know that inflation is ongoing. They know that they had a rate hike. But the problem is, until now, they're still not reducing their total assets. I'm very surprised or appalled by the increment of the Federal Reserve asset as of this 2 days ago. This is really incredible. I mean, I was expecting the number to go down lower, but it actually went up higher. So the question is this, when are they going to do that? Because we all know since May, they have planned to shrink the balance sheet. They have said that they will do it, and they said that it probably is too little, too late, but until now, they're still retaining. I mean, I can understand that they are very afraid that if they keep on doing this, the stock market will crash. But isn't that what we wanted? And isn't that what they wanted to? Because if the asset class is not going to come down, then people will not really go back to the normal jobs. And of course, we need to bring down inflation. So I'm kind of very surprised with all this right now. But again, like I say, maybe they'll do it next week, but I don't know. We've been hearing this long enough, so I let the market decide. Now, the problem is that the 10-year Treasury yield versus the 2-year yield is still going down. Now, you want to take a look right here, so everybody, let me just show you, okay? Now, you see that back in 92019, when the figure went all the way down, and you can see right here itself, the market went into a inversion, okay? So this is the point where it inverted for a short moment, but we all know that history has proven that whenever this inverts, the recession will be very close by. So if you look at this point right now and we compare to where the recession actually started, okay, you can see over here, it's probably, alright, probably this is July month, right? This is July month to 2020, January. So we're talking about 4 to 5 months, okay? 4 to 5 months. So let's make it 6, make it simple, make it 6, okay? Shall we make it simple? No, less than that. It's less than that. It's 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, yeah, 6 months, right? Okay, 6 months. 6 months we have the start of the recession. So let's just look at it right now. So don't you realize that we have a similar point? So which means that, right, if anything goes right, by January or latest February, we're going to see a recession coming in. So this is really incredible. And the thing is this, if you look carefully right now, the numbers are staying negative for quite a while. Look at it. So what I'm trying to say here is that something is definitely wrong right now. And you can see very clearly that, you know, things is really happening for the very wrong reason. And because of that itself, right, I just felt that, you know, you have to be very careful on this right now, okay? Oh, yeah, let me, it's a pointer. Okay, so you can see right here itself, the numbers is going back down again right over here. So this tells me that something is definitely not correct, as we can see right now, okay? Now, of course, if that is not correct, right, then that is where I get very frightened, because we can see right now we have a big problem. The Apple is supposed to be the kingpin stock. We all know that Apple itself usually leads the market, and now the thing is that we also been hearing that Tesla is usually the one that people don't like it and it's short. But this time around, look at the numbers. You have changed position. The pole position now belongs to Apple. Yes, indeed. It belongs to Apple. And of course, you can see right here itself that this is the difference in movement. Tesla has been still okay, pretty strong recently, but Apple shares have been coming down. This is actually a very dangerous thingy right here. And I can tell you this, if traders, you know, look at this too closely, it's all right. You will know that, right, something is very wrong. And of course, even that means that Warren Buffett, is he getting it right at all? So that is where everybody is pretty concerned right now, all right? So with this understanding here, we can see that the JP Morgan is actually explaining to people that the current situation, the advisory revenue has plunged more than 50%. So imagine this, investment bank JP Morgan Chase informing you that there's going to be a potential 50% decline in the third quarter because there's lesser what they call involvement on this area, and they're going to do more cost structuring cutting jobs, and they also reduce the employment and bonuses. All this tells you that they are worried of the coming economy. So all these tell you that you have to be careful. And of course, look at the share price. The share price of JP Morgan has been coming down very steadily, and this is no joke at all. Now the volume itself is not picking up, so that means that the selling itself seeming quite consistent. So with all this information at the moment right now, I am very, very worried that something is going to happen soon. So with Apple now become the #1 short sell shares, and of course we have this JP Morgan telling you something not very right at the moment now, and we have Federal Reserve trying to cut interest rates to lower inflation, but they are not really following through. It means they are kind of worried. All these are telltale signs to be careful. And of course, just to show it to you a little bit here yourself, this is the this is a Microsoft shares. Now Microsoft share yesterday continued to fall, and it's turned to 245. Now the last time this low was in June, and that was 241. So if we look at it right now, if Microsoft is just only like say less than a few dollars away from the June low, is it possible for us to see the June low too? I think that it's going to happen soon, my friends. And the volume itself have been rather strong. That means the volume has picked up while the market is coming down. So usually when you're selling, when the market is coming down with volume, that means that it's really some form of capitulation. And if you look at it carefully right now, if this will continue, then I can say that safely we can see 238, because that 238 is actually the very strong bottom here itself before they break up. So I think 238 will be the close marker here. I'll write down for you. Alright, 238 level. Okay. There's something wrong in my pen. Okay, never mind. Alright, 238 level will be a level to watch out for. Traders, you need to be very, very careful, okay? Alright, so with that itself, right, we'll look at the charts for today and we see what to offer for you. Now, the thing is this, I told you guys regarding about the China market, and it's still really following my MA beautifully. Look at it. Now, for 5 days for 5 straight days, the market just couldn't go past and stay above the MA30. Alright, it went past, yes, but it didn't really stay above it. And because of that, it is confirmed, in my opinion, in technical analysis, that it will go down to touch the 13,000 level. I've been saying this, and I won't mince my word itself. Alright, so take note of this. It's going to be very scary. Now, for the US market, the Dow Jones, it has left the 31411 dock, so which means that it's going to come down all the way to the next target level, and that's 30,488 level. Now, 30,488 is going to be a very dangerous position, because if the market loses 30,488, the selling may bring it all the way down to the 29,563, and that was where the June low was. So the thing is this, if you remember, that when it came down to this point previously, it touches this point and rebounded. So I'm not even how surprised it happened. But if the market flushed down below it, then that is where this elusive 29563 could be traded. And of course, if you look at the trend of the market right now, it's moving nicely according to the channel that I have. So maybe if you can stop right here, we may see a technical rebound. Traders can look to buy some over there, because the RSI will be also at the low end. But the thing is this, towards there itself, I think this selling may be very interesting for you as a trader. Yep. Okay, look at my TWB chart right now. Okay, let's take a look. Now for today, you can see very clearly the Dow Jones is going to test the pivot 2 level at 30,811, and now it's trading slightly below. And if it's continuing downwards, it has a few KCB line to be supporting it. And the last one is about 30,500. If the market breaks below 30,500, the selling may bring it down all the way to 29,405. That means it's going to be lower than my 29,563. That is the level that we've been waiting for a long, long time. Now, both KSI and KRW are both red, so that means that selling is still a better choice than doing buying, okay? So this is something to take note of. My BNB extension is 29405 level. Yep, okay. So if we move to the NASDAQ right now, the NASDAQ is still going to come down further. Yes, break the BNB support level at 11,861. Hence, therefore, the first support will be at 11,787. Now, this support has to stay, but based on what we're seeing right now, my indicator tells me that the KSI turn red and the KRW turn red. So two reds usually means the next day there will be some more selling. And if 11,787 couldn't stay, 11,528 may happen, and it happened to be in line with my KCB. So I believe that there's a stack over here. This might be able to be, the market could be coming down to this point. So maybe Microsoft will really be coming down to the same level. Now in June low itself for the Nasdaq is all the way here, which we're going to leave a line for us right now. That means that that's 11,030 level. So now we are like almost 800 points away. So is it possible? Well, it is all possible if, let's say, the Federal Reserve really wants to, take out this current inflation problem. Now S&P 500 is also now very near to the support at 3871. 3871 is the pivot 2 level. So once the market loses that, and with the KSI and the KRW both are red, there is a good chance to see 38, 34 first. Alright, now there's a bit of KCB at 3780 level, but the 3688 is something that I'm actually looking at. If the Dow Jones to bring it down all the way to 29,563, then 3688 is really a possibility. So traders, you need to be very careful on this right now. For the Nikkei, let's take a look at Nikkei, shall we? Now the Nikkei is also coming down, as you can see on the screen right now, that there is a artificial bought up yesterday, but this morning it just basically came off. Now the thing is this, if the market loses 27,555, 27,192 will be my target, and this is very possible for the BNB extension. Yep. Now Hong Kong market today has tried to recover this morning, right? Even though we have a still bit of selling in the China market, China A50, but Hong Kong gapped down this morning, and because it's a DJDD, as long as it stays above OP, it's a buy. But take note, the KSI and the KRW are both red in color, so if the market loses OP, let's say today, the OP is 18,717, if the Dow Jones loses this figure, the Hang Seng loses this figure, my bad, it will be going to 18,372, okay? So that is about 500 points from where we are right now. This is all possible. Why not? Okay. Now DAX is not open. I'll skip this for a moment. Let's look at the oil market. Now for oil, let's take a look right now for oil. Yesterday, the market pulls back down. Now we thought that the market is going to go past over here at this 88.90 support resistance level, but the market eventually pulls back and closed slightly below, and yesterday it pulls all the way back to below the support level of the BNB. Now 84.67 is the BNB level, and the market now is trying to stay afloat above it. But if the market stays below, then the selling may bring it all the way down to the extension of 80.40. Now if that all this happen itself, then naturally we're going to see someone selling in the OXY counter. But at the moment now, to me it's alright. I'd rather buy crude oil at $77. I'm not comfortable to buy anywhere around this area here, and to short is alright. Anything above, if the market ever go back to MA30 and hits and come down, I'll be looking to short instead. Yep. Okay. So at the moment now, I prefer to look for it to come down to 80.40 level. Okay. Got it? Okay. Now for the US dollar yen, you can see that it's still sideways, but from the way I'm seeing this right now, the KSI and the KRW are both in a positive light. As long as today, today's inverse pivot, if today the dollar yen cross 143.35, we should see the market going back up all the way again to 147.73. Alright, this is all possible. 147 if let's say the US interest rates continue to go higher and the US dollar. Now do note today itself is the quadruple reaching, and based on the last two times, usually the market will rebound. But of course, the thing is this, if everybody believes in that, then the market doesn't do that, then the selling will be greatly scary. Alright, so you need to watch out for the market, right, these 2 days. Alright, watch out for it, okay? And let's look at the gold market right now. I think there's a lot of people concerned about the gold market. Now, I already told you guys that gold have a KFC level at this 1726 level. And you can see that the market, as long cannot go past 1726, selling comes in. And about at the same time itself, this happened 1726 is the BNB RL level, which the market just clearly tell you that it cannot go above it. And on top of that, 1724 is a strong KSL resistance. So whatever it is, the market has basically broke below the BNB support level, and again within 3 working days the market has hit the BNB extension 1673, which is what I've been saying the last few days. I said that gold will come down to this point, and congratulations to all. Well done guys. Now the thing is this, will there be a support at the near term? There will be, because 1659 is the 80% level, and the market on yesterday, the market just touched and rebound exactly over there. So that means that the market knows that we're entering a potential bear territory. I'm not half surprised to see the market testing it again. And of course, if it really goes below it, then there is a possibility that gold may go down lower. So watch out for this 1659 is a very strong support for time being. It's an 80% mark, and that could separate the bulls and the bears at the same time. Okay, so watch out for this. Let me just change the thing is just take a look. You can see that the KSI has stayed red all the way. So when the market was going up here itself, it's a fake move instead. And the KRW has flipped to flat. That means that the selling is in the house. Okay, it's in the house right now. Okay, about silver, silver is interesting. Silver found some strength. Now silver came down and hit 1893 this morning, MA30, but it staged a rebound. And I've been telling you this, silver seems to be the one that going against gold. Because usually gold and silver, they go in tandem, but this time around silver is really resilient, and I believe that silver could be going towards the $21 soon. I repeat, silver could be going up to the $21 level soon. So watch out for these guys, because both KSI and KRW are all supporting it right now. Okay, so you can see that our system itself is really very versatile. You can actually see the difference there. Doesn't mean that gold and silver they move in tandem, then we just trade them away. No, we can actually short gold and buy silver. Now for this Bitcoin, it went below the 20,000 mark again. Now last 2 days it tried to stay above the 20,000, but today it has now trades below it, with the KSI staying red in color right now. If the market failed to stay above the 19,896 MLP level, then the 19,167 will be today's support. Okay, today's support. Now, if the market really loses this point because of whatever reason, then 17,330 is the next figure. Okay, it is the next figure. And last but not least, is alright. We have Ethereum. Now, Ethereum has tried to, recover. It has a support level right now at this point, and that's 1455. Now the thing is this, the market rebounded at 1455, but today, this morning, the market has pulled back again, and if 1455 get tested, then that means that the market could really go down to 1376, and if worse, it may go down all the way to 12558 level for the extension 1x1. And the moment now the KSI has jumped, and that is towards the sell side, so traders, you have to be very, very careful. This is no laughing matter. Alright, so with all this information right now, before we go, let me just bring back to you one chart here itself. Okay, you can see over here right now, the dollar is still maintaining its upside, so be very careful. For VIX is also doing the same thing, although the market has pulled back a little bit, but the VIX is still staying very strongly at 26 level. And of course, very, very important is that we have the 10-year yields is still mounting up. I'm not half surprised to see it bursting to 3.6 very soon. And currently now the put-call ratio, we have a pullback yesterday, but today itself is back up again. So this tells you that there should be a bit more downside to go for the US equity market. Alright, so I wish you all the best for trading. Remember that it's alright. We are here to help you with everything I can. I'll see you back on Monday again. This is Cal signing off. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.